you a foodie? I'm not 100% sure what a foodie is exactly, if there's a proper definition, but my next guest, I guarantee knows. She's with the Foodies Club. It's Sandy Marcus. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the program.
My pleasure.
So let me ask you, what do you think makes a foodie? People call themselves foodies all the time, but I don't know that there's any, board certified definition.
Well, most of our members like to cook, but not all of them. You don't have to be a cook. But we we do enjoy trying new things. And we live in a wonderful area where there are so many different cultures and so many wonderful restaurants to try new foods.
I gotta say, it's amazing how wonderful the food is. When you travel across the United States, you find that it isn't always the case. Like some places are just, this is the cuisine we have in this region, which can be maybe barbecue in the South or something like that, but they don't have that variety of great Italian or Japanese or Chinese or Mexican food and that kind of thing. They don't have as many of those influences as we do here in Southern California.
You are absolutely right, because excuse me, my son lived in North Carolina for a while, and where he said he was very limited to the cuisines.
If you like barbecue, you're in a good place.
Other countries, right?
But yeah, it's just in Boston. I was like, well, they really don't have as much food in terms of varieties as they as you would think. But it's just a little reminder of how blessed we are to be down here. So, what is a Foodies Club experience like here in Laguna Woods Village?
Well, our regular meetings have a pretty set itinerary. Everybody comes in, the food is put out on the tables. Guests get to register, and we chat for a little bit, and then the first thing we do is eat. We have a potluck, themed potluck, every meeting.
Shouldn't it be the first and last thing you do is eat?
Well, they eat throughout the meeting, but we start with eating, and then when most of the people are finished, but you can still continue, we say hi and interview our guests that are with us, and then we talk about where we've been, whether as a group, an organized group, or whether just members have been to interesting restaurants lately.
Let me ask you this. I remember when I was a kid, there'll be a pill you can take, and it'll be. Why would you take away the most enjoyable community thing in the world as food, which is people gather around and they talk and try to make it into a pill? I love the fact that we still have, food is such a gathering place for everybody, and it can create such community.
I think it always has been. Most of the time when you get together with friends, if you're not a teenager, you get together over food.
Right.
It brings us together and we sit and chat.
Right, and it can be about anything, food or whatever it is, but it's that thing that brings you together, and then you really, like I say, create friendships, bonds, connections. Oh, I had no idea you did that, or that was what you do, or you play pickleball, whatever it might be.
Exactly, and that's part of what we do is get to know each other as well, while we enjoy a good meal.
Okay, so when you're the host, when some people are host, do they really, you guys have a theme behind it, or does somebody just really kind of try to surprise folks?
Well, I said at each month we have a themed potluck, but we have something called hosting, where a member, if they have a new restaurant they'd like to try and would like some guinea pigs to join them, or if they've been someplace and would like to share it, they contact the restaurant, make sure we can have separate checks, and then put up a sign-up sheet at the meeting, and people sign up, and then we just all go together and try something new or not new.
And you try to theme them according to the month. I'm sure you did St. Patrick's
we
Day,
do St. Patrick's and Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
And, around November, December, we have something called Everything But the Turkey. So we supply a spiral ham, and everybody brings the sides. We've had bagel brunches, ice cream socials.
Okay. Now, what are some of the kind of things you guys do in terms of what are the decision points around bringing the food? Whether you guys have certain procedures we like to follow to make sure?
Well, we only suggest that you bring enough for 8 to 10 servings, so that most of the people attending can have a taste. It doesn't always work that way, but that's the idea.
So some folks have to scale up their recipe a little bit, right?
Yes. Well, yes, we'd like a portion. So most of we usually average about 40 people at a meeting. We have 70 members, but people here do a lot of traveling. We're all very busy. And we'd like everybody to try and have a taste of most everything.
Do you feel like you have to be a little bit well-traveled or a little bit of an open palate to be kind of a foodie?
I would say open palate.
Okay.
Just the people in our group are ready to try new things. That's what it's all about. So one of the things you mentioned a bunch of different cuisines. We went to a Malaysian restaurant.
Okay.
And that's not, it's most everything is within 15 to 20 minutes away. And we can carpool if needed.
Right, and that's the great thing about it. So members, what are the dues like? How do you guys attract new members?
Well, we advertise in the Globe. Most of it, I have to say, is by word of mouth. But I do get a few phone calls from people in the Globe. We also have a newsletter.
Oh,
I
there
brought
we
a
go.
sample with me. And this is produced by Penny and Leon Schwartz. And this is a list, pretty much, the minutes of our meeting.
Okay.
It tells what upcoming hosted events are, what restaurants we've discovered, and we also have a directory on the village website with lists of restaurants we've been to and what we think of them.
There you go. Sounds like a fun event. I want to make sure we mention this Saturday. This coming Saturday, you have a barbecue coming up. We're at Clubhouse 6.
We do. This is the only event where this is a members-only event.
Okay.
And we are foodies, so this is not a hamburger hot dog barbecue. We will
This is the real deal.
This is tri-tip steak, baked salmon, two kinds of Italian sausage, and some wonderful marinated kind of a Middle Eastern chicken.
Wow.
And then our members bring all of the sides and desserts, and the club will provide some appetizers as well. And it's only $10 a person.
Oh, well, there you go.
So
All right.
it's a pretty good deal.
Okay, between now and Saturday, folks, get those memberships in.
Too late now, but for next year.
Next year, yes. And every month, too,
Every
of course,
month,
as well.
too.
So join up with the
We have
Foodies.
a lot of fun.
There you go. Contact Sandy, go to the website, and get that information. Sandy Marcus from the Foodies Club, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be here.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.